If you're an immigrant in the United States and you're thinking about, hey, how do I build wealth and save money and invest and, retire in a good place financially? Well, this video is probably going to be beneficial to you, and I hope that you get to find value in this one. Now, in order to make this video a little bit more, I guess, visually appealing without having to do crazy editing, one of the things that I like to do is to show you something that I have. And when it comes to retirement, there are three portions. I look at retirement in three ways. The first part, which I'll just make them in circles because I don't have a better way to really describe this. The first circle, I'll consider short term, so ST. The next circle will be medium term, okay? And the last one will be the long-term circle or long-term box, depending on how you want to frame it. Now, one thing to consider is that if you are thinking about building wealth, one thing that it is clear that we all need to understand is it requires some patience, some time. And time is our best friend. So in all of this, all right, assuming this is, say, your retirement age, okay, RA, and this is current situation or your current financial picture, right? One thing I want you to think about is what are the things that you are currently doing to reach your long-term goals, right? Your long-term retirement plans, your long-term goals, whatever that may be for you. But in this particular situation, we're talking about your retirement goals. So let's assume that your goal is to have, I don't know, let's say $1 million, for example, as a retirement goal that you want to have saved up. Well, this is the best time to start. So we're starting looking at our current situation. How can we tweak what we are currently doing so that we reach this? Because this is our ultimate, in my opinion, this is our ultimate goal at the end of the day. You see, the short term, medium term, a lot of things can be done to meet those demands. So for example, you want to pay your current bills. Well, you can do some side gigs. You can do Uber, you can do Lyft, you can do DoorDash, you can do certain things to meet your short-term needs, right? And maybe you're even your medium term, like you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? So anything between, I would say anything between 3 to maybe 10 years, we consider medium term. And of course, anything more than 10 years, we consider long term, which our retirement plans fall into. So we're talking about 20, 25, 30, depending on your age. Current or short term would be considered anything between 6 months to, I would say, yeah, maybe 2 years, all right, or maybe close to that 3 years. It doesn't matter at this point. But the point here is we're thinking about short term will be considered things that you have to do, demands you have to meet in the next few months to few years. Your medium term, things that you are planning to do in, let's say, 3 to 10 years. You want to buy a house, you want to move, you want to buy a car. Those things will require that you put a lot of money down, and that means that you should be working towards them right now. A lot of times we focus on our immediate gratification or solving our current needs without thinking about this area, because this is the area of our lives that gets the least amount of loving. And what I mean loving, like amount of attention. This is where we consider, well, it's so far in advance, so far in life that we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to think about it. We shouldn't even be considering it at this point, because guess what? We're still worried about the short-term things. But in my mind, the one that will cost you the most in life will be to reach this point, this age, this time frame. 20 years rolls by and then you realize, oh my gosh, I haven't done this goal. I haven't met this goal. I haven't done these things that I want to do. And what that would lead to is a situation where you are much older age, you don't have much opportunities. Maybe you're even making less money. Maybe you don't have a lot of energy. God forbid you're not feeling too well. All those things are things that are prone to happen when you're older, much older, by the way. In my mind, when I'm thinking about this, what I'm thinking of is I should be planning more for this, because this is where I end up paying the most amount of price, or consequences are quite steep if I don't think about this area now. And when I say now, I'm talking about my current stage. So that means that whatever I need to do to make this better, I would prefer to work on it now. Make sacrifices now. Don't buy the best, finest cars, the finest clothes, the finest things, designer stuff, so that I can start working on this aspect, this long-term goal that I want to reach. Because time, like I have down here, is our best friend. So with that said, what are the things you can do to reach your long-term goals? while still achieving your short and medium term goals. Here's what I am doing. Now, this is not financial advice. This is something that I just believe that could help, right? One thing I want to say is my short term goals should be things that I need, like I said, now. And how am I meeting those goals? Making sure that I cut my expenses, making sure that I don't spend as much money on things that are not necessary. And whatever decisions I'm making now, I ask myself, how does it impact my long-term goals? So if I'm going to buy a car, if it's something that, yeah, it's a nice car, but I realize that it's going to jeopardize my long-term goals or my ability to reach my goals, then I don't do it. Find a different alternative. And that is the way I'm looking at it. You see, the savings in taking those actions, whether reducing my expenses, whether increasing my income, whether it's doing side gigs, side hustles, whatever that may be, the money that those things bring in, yes, we got to take care of our immediate needs, all right? Food, shelter, safety, all that stuff, right? We got to take care of those things. But we then need to put some effort into this part by buying things like, for example, real estate might be one if you're interested in that. When you buy real estate, generally speaking, it appreciates between 3 to 5% per year. Roughly this time around, it's been slow. But the point is, what do? It's going up in value. That's what we want. So when we put that in our long-term goal, with the time that we have, the hope is that it goes up in value. We want something that goes up in value over what? Time. Okay? The next thing that I'm thinking about is if you're somebody who is interested in stocks, you should be buying stocks. And the reason why stock market can be beneficial is because what? It also goes up in value over time. Then we have things like, if you like gold, if you like cryptocurrencies and the likes. These things are generally, now when I say cryptocurrencies, I'm really referring to Bitcoin, okay, because that's the one that has shown to be a little bit more resilient and it has a lot of, projections to even go higher. This type of investment, so let me just add maybe cryptocurrencies, so CC, right? Assuming, you do put some effort into that now in your short-term, immediate, things or goals that you need to meet. Over time, you're likely to reach your long-term goals much easily. What you don't want to do is to wait until the last minute to start trying to solve this part of your life, because we all have to experience life, and life is on a very wide range of time for most people, which means you would have your long-term, you have your medium-term, you have your short-term. The sooner you start targeting working towards this long-term aspect, the easier to get for you. And that is what I want for you through this video as well. And that is what I am doing. So for example, if you're choosing to buy stocks, well, maybe you want to buy, is it dividend paying stocks you're interested in? If you're trying to grow your portfolio, right? Maybe it's buying growth appreciation stocks, all right? Growth stocks, buying things like QQQ, SPY might be an option for you. If you're the type of person who wants to build a real estate portfolio, then maybe this is time to look into some decrease or decline that we are seeing in the real estate market. Maybe this is time to look into that and see if you can acquire some. Everyone has got what suits them, but making sure that you're working towards your plan, your goal, will go a long way.